back onto the drugs again.
Yeah.
And he was on the street for a little while. They put him into a little kind of hostel place. And he said that he couldn't cope because of the second, this lockdown again, and he went back onto the drugs, and he's threatening to commit suicide again. It's a vicious circle for them because they can't cope with pressure.
Yeah. That's it, because they haven't been through anything, and that's just the thing with these Edomites. They haven't been through it. They haven't been through shit all. So when the going gets tough on their ass, they're gonna lose their fucking minds, man. They're gonna be perplexed. They're gonna be acting funny. They're gonna be shitting in their underwear, knickers, whatever. They're gonna be shitting themselves, man. Yep. Because they haven't been through anything. But see, Jake, on the other hand, especially the elective among our people, we're gonna be as cool as a cucumber in that time. We're gonna have a little fear in us because we're gonna experience something that we've never experienced before, right? But we're still gonna be chilled because we already was told way before time that this particular moment in time was gonna come where this world is gonna hit ground zero and remount to nothingness, and people lose their fucking minds. We already saw this coming. All right, and we've already gone through the conditioning. So when all hell breaks loose, we're going to be all right. Eventually, we're going to be a little bit perplexing, a bit fearful, but eventually we're going to be all right by the will of the Lord. Lord will, you know. You got a precept?
Yeah, I got a precept.
Go on, bro.
Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yeah.
And strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. This knowledge, because this knowledge is what made us wise unto our salvation. Again, what is our salvation? Yahawah coming back to deliver us from this world and destroying this so-called white man's system. That's what we should be really expecting vehemently. And the word vehemently means passionately. We're supposed to passionately look towards the downfall of the so-called white people and their civilization. Because if their downfall comes, then our uprising comes in effect as well.
That's right.
Okay, go on, brother.
Finish it.
All right.
You called for one. I'll bring it out now. This is in Hosea.
That's the only thing that makes sense, is to see this so-called white man's world crumble apart, because so that our world can come up in effect. I just have to say that, brother. I can't like saying that. Go on. Now.
You call for Hosea 6 verse 3. Then shall we know if we follow on to know Yahawah. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto thee? O Judah, what shall I do unto thee?
Exactly.
For your goodness is as the morning cloud, and the early dew, and as the early dew it goeth away. Therefore have I hewed them by thy prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth.
Right, and thy judgment is as the light that goeth forth, man. So the Lord's judgments are going to come upon his earth. And there's judgments happening every single day. Like it says, and I believe it's in the book of Zephaniah. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
5 and 3.
5 and 4, where it says, the day, what is it? The Lord's judgment cometh every morning.
Every morning does he bring his judgment
to light.
Yeah.
So there's judgments going on. But all of these little small judgments that you see going on, it's going to lead into the Mac Daddy judgment. And the Mac Daddy judgment is going to be the missiles hitting ground zero in this place. And prior before then, the economy goes to its collapse. The global economy collapses in entirety. And people just start losing their minds to the point where the military powers, if they get involved in this and control the cities. And while they're going to be doing that, they're going to have to be killing a lot of these people too. A lot of people are going to, like I said, last week? A lot of people are going to die before we get out of here.
That's right.
That's going to be the end of the so-called white man's world. A lot of people will die, and a lot of these so-called white people that have been living comfortably, they're going to die by their own government. They're going to be going for their government's jugular, and the government's going to be going for their jugular. You watch what I tell you.
Beautiful.
Go on, brother.
I got a quick point.
Go on, bro.
2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And see, we've read the scripture so many times, and it's a basic scripture. But a basic scripture is very powerful. Okay? And that's what it's all about. Like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes 7, better is the end of a thing than the beginning of it. And it's best that we know that we're approaching the very end of this Edomitic system. that has not benefited us, rightfully so, because of our sins, and will never benefit us at all. So the best thing that we can look forward to is his downfall and the salvation of Yahawah.
That's right.
That's it. Go on, brother.
Shall I read on?
Yeah.
I was reading, yeah.
Come.
So,
oh, you got an honorable. Just bring that out too.
And that's the spirit, man. For real, better is the end of a thing than the beginning, man. Like the Lord, that's a universal law, the way the Most High made it, man.
Yeah.
No, like all of sex is enjoyable, but the end,
Yep.
the best bit, man.
It's the best part.
You eat a meal, all of the meal is enjoyable, but that last spoonful, that's the best bit.
yeah,
You know?
You reach that climax.
So the end of your kingdom, man, is the best bit for us, man.
Come. Absolutely.
right. Hosea 6
Welcome,
and
brother.
5. Actually, it's funny because the Most High says when he's just about to fill his belly,
Yeah.
then shall he raise theirs when he's just about to get the best part of the law. Most High's going to slap taste out his mouth.
Come.
Right. Hosea 4 and 6. Sorry, Hosea 6 and 5. Slapper. Therefore have I hewed them by thy prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth.
Come.
And thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice.
Yeah.
And the knowledge of the Most High more than burnt offerings.
Right, and the knowledge of the Most High more than burnt offerings. Because Jake at the time, they was just going off constantly. And it was like, okay, well, what we're going to do here is we're going to just, we know we're going to sin. Like you got certain Jakes, they know where they was going to go off. So they would give a burnt offering before their sin. Them times are done, man. And it's like I said, this is better than a burnt offering. This knowledge right here is better than the burnt offering, because when the Lord comes back, through this knowledge, we're going to be saved out of the curse of the law and just out of the curses in general. Which the main curse that we're under is we're under our enemies. We're under this devil, which is what we got to escape from. Go on, bro.
Right, so it says, I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of the Most High more than burnt offerings. But they like men have transgressed the covenant.
Yes.
They have dealt treacherously against me.
Right.
Gilead is a city of them that work.
And he was really talking about other Israelites, because they were under the covenant. And they were the ones that transgressed the covenant. You had wicked Israelites, and Hosea was one of the only righteous men that was there at the time. Just like how you have it now. Most of our people are wicked. And we're just among them, the righteous. And that's why we're in the dirt. That's why we're at the bottom of the system. It's because of the sins of our fathers. Being that we are our fathers coming back in the reincarnation. They're watching us, man. Probably police as well.
Yeah.
See, he's got the red and blue. So they're watching, man.
Yeah.
You know? Which I'm not surprised. They're gonna watch anyway. But yeah, the point of the matter is that Yahawah has to come back. That's the deal. I don't care who likes it or who don't like it. The Lord is gonna come back to destroy this place, man.
That's right.
Point blank in the story. Now, if I gotta get arrested to say that, then that's so be, man. You know? Because Esau can't do nothing about it anyway. It's going down. The way that the Bible explained that this place would go down, that this devil would go down, it's going down, just like how it explains it. All we're doing is reading the Bible. If you're going to arrest man for reading the Bible, then you might as well change your governmental laws. Because all of your laws go back to the Bible.
This is supposed to be a God-fearing country.
Yeah, as they say, it's supposed to be a God-fearing country. So if it's supposed to be a God-fearing country, why are you going to arrest man for reading the Bible? That's of God.
Precept.
Go on, bro.
Isaiah 34 and 16.
And really, they shouldn't be watching us. They should be watching their own people, because their own people are going to be the ones going down down the street and destroying every little thing that they see down there in that entire building down there. Forget what we talking about.
I forget what the scripture says about being a busybody.
Exactly. Go on, bro.
Yeah, Isaiah 34 and 16.
Yeah.
Seek ye out the book of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi,
Yeah.
and read.
That's all we doing. We've sucked the word of the Lord, and now we're reading it to you. You can't get mad at the truth.
Yeah.
The truth is coming out. And the truth says that the men of the Lord will take a stand to exalt the truth, to expose the truth. The ultimate truth is going to be out of this Bible. Let's rerun it again, Sean.
Nothing but the
Need
truth.
somebody give me Revelation, the 11th chapter. Because the truth of the matter is which is what the Bible talks about. It's the fact that we're the poor, we're the needy, and the Lord is going to come back to deliver us out of this mess.
Yes.
That's the truth. And if you don't like me saying that, then fuck you, man. Go on, brother.
Yeah, we finish this. It says, no one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and
Right.
his spirit it hath gathered them.
And the spirit have gathered it, man. That's it, because this book has its own spirit. Yeah? So everything that's, read that again, brother. I want to break this down the right way. You can't be struggling with that.
Okay. Isaiah 34:16.
Yeah.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Yeah.
No one of these shall fail.
Right, not one of these shall fail. What does he mean by that? Meaning the prophecies of this book.
Yeah.
None of these are going to fail. That's why it says that we also have a sure word of prophecy. Go on.
None shall want her mate. For my mouth it has commanded.
Right, from my mouth it has commanded. You know what that means? Somebody get Isaiah 55 verse 11. Hold on with that, brother. From my mouth it has gathered it. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the words which have proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord. And that's the prophecy. And the prophecy that we're dealing with today is the destruction of this place, the destruction of this revival of this Roman Empire, and the salvation of our people, the Israelites, the real Jews that the Bible speaks about. You know what I'm saying? So let's read what you got, brother. Isaiah 55 verse 11.
Right, Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void,
Not.
but indeed it shall accomplish that which I please,
But it shall accomplish that which I please. Go on.
and shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yeah, so the words of the Lord are going to prosper. And the ultimate vision, which is what we're speaking about, is going to happen. It's going to come to pass. And I'm even going as far as saying this, even these politicians, they know that the Lord is going to come back. They know that the angels are going to come back and destroy this place.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to speak on that, brother?
Yeah, because Elder Apostle Ramla done a video on the Ashiwamba from the Dallas camp, the video on the bunkers, man. The bunkers, the $1 billion business, and it's booming. So because they know, all the elite, they know that the higher ups, they know the Yahushua is coming back and Harry's coming back. They know it better than a lot of the Jakes, the so-called Jakes.
But that's a prophecy in itself, that they would dig into the
the
earth,
so-called niggas,
and that we would take them from beyond them.
That's right.
So again, it's all prophecy. I'm not just talking out of the side of my neck, or we're not just talking out of the side of our necks. We're speaking on the behalf of prophecy. We are pro-prophecy. We're not speaking about anything other than that. We're dealing with the prophecy of things which is forth to come to pass. Now let's read this one more time. We are
Isaiah 55 and 11.
Alright.
Do you want Isaiah 55 and 11 again?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, because she was reading.
I had 34,
Yeah. But he's going to read that again, and we're going to go back to that.
Right. Isaiah 55 and 11 again. So shall my word be that goeth forth from out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that thing which I please, and shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Man. So these prophecies, these words are going to happen, and the ultimate words which have proceeded from the mouth of the Lord to the minds of the prophets, for them to say these words, such as the deliverance of Israel, that's going to happen. And the destruction of their enemy is going to happen. You know, our numero uno enemy is going to be destroyed. This society is going to be destroyed, pelted down to nothingness. Just like how Sodom and Gomorrah was pelted down to nothingness. Go on, brother.
Yeah, so
Go back to that.
Yeah, finishing off Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. From my mouth it have commanded.
Right, from my mouth it have commanded. Go on.
And his spirit it have gathered them.
Right, and its spirit have gathered them. So there's a spirit to this Bible. It's a living book. And what is it gathering out of it? The prophecies, man. So when we read the scriptures in that, we're reading about what the will of the Lord is, and we're understanding what the will of the Lord is, and we're bringing it out to you, because nobody else understands this Bible better than we do. Now, that may be me being braggadocious, but it's the truth. Somebody knows the complete truth of the Bible, and it's not these Christians. It's not. And I'm just dealing with all of these different branches of the Christian church. You could talk about the Episcopalian church, the Baptist church, okay, and the father of them all of these different churches is the Roman Catholic institution. None of these cats know what they're talking about. All right? But I'm even go as far as saying this. The top pope of the Roman Catholic Church knows the truth. And what they know is that we're the Israelites as well. And they also know from their secretive councils that they get involved in, they know the Lord is going to come back to deliver us. That's why this society has been bent over. It's been basically based on keeping our people down and the under. Because if we stay down spiritually, then guess what? We can't pray to our power. And if we can't pray to our power, they believe that they can overstand forever and ever. Yep. Which according to the book of Psalms, that's not the case. Okay? That's not the case.
May I say something? You just mentioned the Pope there. We was talking about the Pope at the start of today's camp. There's something I forgot to mention earlier on. Pope Francis is telling people to take the serpent's juice, right? Saying that it's the ultimate act of love. If you love your family and your children and your friends, you take the serpent's juice, right?
Yeah.
But there's something he also said. We have to work double hard to make sure that the countries that are more impoverished than we are, that we get enough vaccine that we get enough serpent juice distribution into those areas. Meaning that they're trying to, we know they're trying to target Jake anyway. But he's coming out saying, yeah, we need to get it to the most poorest nations and stuff. And obviously that's supposed to be a man that's representing the Most High in the eyes of these Catholics.
Yeah, man. So I mean, like that's the bottom line. Like we're gonna go into what's going on in the real world. We're gonna speak about the words of God, the prophecies, because the prophecies are speaking. It's all about prophecy, baby. Nothing else matters. Going out to the club don't matter. Going out looking for a big butt and some vagina don't matter. All of that stuff does not matter. What matters is the words of God, which is what we're seeing right now in front display. Because it's going to be by the word of the Lord that things are going to change, man. That's what matters. This is important. This is highly essential what we're talking about. Let's read that, brother.
Here's a deep prophecy. Isaiah chapter 2 verse 19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth.
Yeah, that's some underground bunkers. So the prophecy states that these leaders will get together and create these underground bunkers and go into these underground bunkers because they know that a nuclear war is going to start happening.
For fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty.
Right, and for the glory of his majesty. And ultimately, they want to be able to escape the destruction that Yahawah is coming to bring. That's another thing too. All right, so if they can overcome all of that, then they can come out of their little holes as rats and start again with their corrupted system, their new world order system, and then rule and then rule all over again. That's not going to be the case. And there is going to be a new world order, but it's not going to be the new world order you're expecting. It's going to be the new world order of the saints ruling the earth in righteousness.
That's right.
All right, let's read that again one more time, brother.
Isaiah 2 verse 19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth.
Right, and they shall go into the caves of the earth. Go on.
And that's the reason why, because they fear the Lord. Because fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth.
Ariseth and shake terribly the earth. So his presence is going to quake the earth. Now when you read the book of Luke 21, it says that the powers on earth shall be shaken.
Yeah.
Somebody get that. If you got a precept, what you got?
So I'm going to bring out one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right, in the end it shall speak and not lie.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, so we don't, as the looks of it, when we look at what's going on around the world by the news, and we look at what's going on in the heavens, it's all indicating to us clearly that we're going to be transitioning real soon. This world is going to be destroyed real soon, and the powers that be, they're going to allow this destruction to occur real soon. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up.
Woo!
And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction, a kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. And through that destruction All right, and that's going to be the Messiah making his second return, because the scriptures talk about the second return of who the world called Jesus Christ. So when the Lord comes back, he's going to come through in the midst of that destruction and set up his empire, his kingdom, his glorious, shining with brightness sort of kingdom, where righteousness will rule over the earth. And that's what we're looking forward to. Okay? We're not looking forward to the future of this place, because there's no future here. Even if we wanted to think that there's a future here, there's no future for this empire. I mean, look at your prime minister, look at your president. They look like they don't have a future themselves. Look at the youth of England, yeah?
Oh yeah.
They look like they're all dead, man.
Yeah.
If you look at these modern day 12-year-olds, they don't even have energy, bro.
No.
They don't even have no soul in them. So what does that say about the future? There's no future here. There's no future for this society, man. Because what I like to do right at times, I like to walk around, you know, whenever I get that wake-up call in my mind, to be observant, man. Like sometimes I go about my day and not really observing anything, just going, you know, doing my day-to-day thing. But there's times when my mind, you know, gets sparked to actually like look around and be like, yo, like, like man's just looking dead out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no soul, there's no life in the people, and there's no life in these different places. Like once upon a time, you would go out to the circus, Oxford Street, and you could feel the life in the city. But if you go down there now, it's dead. There's no life in these cities, man. So I mean, what does that say about the empire in itself? Is that the empire is dead spiritually, to be dead physically. That's the bottom line. And that's what we all want to see. We all want to see this place be destroyed. That's right. Those that are in your right mind, because this place doesn't benefit so-called black people.
That's right.
Doesn't benefit so-called Latino and Native American people. What's going to benefit us is the world coming after this. So if you're in your right state of mind and you're using your common sense, you're going to take a stand in every street corner. And I see why Apostle Allah says what he says, that there should be Israelites in every street corner, cursing this devil out. Like for example, like the water he teaches in Brixton, right? All throughout that strip where he teaches at, there should be a fucking camp cursing this man out, man. Putting that vibration out there of the destruction of this place, so we can go home.
Got one for you.
Go on, brother.
Jeremiah 23:5 says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahawah thy power, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper.
Right, and the king shall reign and prosper. So who's that man? That's Yahawah Bahasham. He came out of the lineage of David, and he's going to be the one to set up the council in the house of David. That's what we're looking forward to. We're looking for him to come back so that he can set up a righteous world and we can rule right along with him in righteousness. And we can be blessed forevermore. Go on.
And shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
Right, and shall execute judgment and justice on the earth. What is the justice that he's going to bring upon the earth? He's going to repay vengeance for the sins he's going to repay justice for the wrongs which was done to his people. As it says in the book of, Joel, the 3rd chapter, that he has a controversy with Zion, right? And a recompense. So the Lord is going to recompense our enemies with the same energy that they've showed us. Wow. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're expecting. Okay? We're not expecting anything other than that. We're expecting the Lord to come back to set the record straight.
Yes.
All right? Go on, brother.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
We according to his promise. That's a sit down in itself. We according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelling righteousness. A new earth and a new heaven where we can exercise every single law that's in the Bible. And we can walk peacefully with every man. Forever and ever among our own people. And there can be peace on the earth. Yeah? So in order for that to go down, this man has to be destroyed.
Of course.
That's the only way. Let's read that again, brother, one more time. Sometimes you gotta read it again.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Wherein dwelling righteousness. This world is not righteous. This world don't make no fucking sense. People are bugged out. People are clowns at heart because, you know, they've been conditioned to be clowns and assholes. That's all you have out here. Adultery is just being done like it's drinking water out here, man. Running around. All manner of wickedness is going on. You got people doing sorcery, witchcraft every single day, man. All manner of negative thoughts you know, people are actually thinking these thoughts out in the cosmos, and you wondering why you thinking these thoughts yourself. So it's all manner of negativity in this reality that we're living in, man. So this is why, man, if you're in the right state of mind, I'm going to use that term the third time coming, you're going to be looking towards the coming of the Lord, man. The Messiah, the same man that died on the cross for our sins, the sins of the Israelites only, for him to make his second return to destroy this fucking place. Go on, brother.
It's like Sam Cooke said, man, a change is going to come.
Change is going to come.
Yeah.
And the big payback, like James Brown said, too, in this song. The big payback.
Oh yeah, that song, isn't it? But
We pulled from Luke, the 21st chapter, but I'm not sure which verse.
Huh.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it goes like this. The powers on earth shall be shaken.
let's go on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We pull that out first, and then get to that point. You know the one where it says they shall stand upon their feet. The spirit of life into them. I think it's 11:11. Revelations 11:11.
Revelation 11:11, it says, and after 3 days and then half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yeah.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Yeah, read that again one more time.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Nah, go up if I wasn't paying attention. Read that again.
Revelation 11:11, it says, and after 3 days and then half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Yeah, so what is the spirit of life? The Holy Spirit, which is also known as the breath in the book of Ezekiel 37, which is what we have. We have that breath of life. So with that breath of life, which is really the knowledge in all reality, is by this knowledge is what's going to bring about the change. So as we're speaking about the change will then be made manifest because it's a prophecy. The Bible is a prophetic book. So when we speak about the prophecies in the Bible, as time progresses, we're going to start seeing signs and wonders to indicate that certain other prophecies are going to come to pass, such as the mark of the beast. So I said it. I should have used the term correctly.
MOTB.
Or MOTB. You know? But yeah, that's another thing too we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to the government making it kind of mandatory, or, you know, setting up these different job sites and these different corporations that we all work for. Job sites, I call them. I just call it that. And they're all going to basically make it mandatory for you to take the MOTB, the jab, as well as the jab too. So that's what we're looking forward to. And hopefully, maybe sometime later this year, there's going to be another lockdown. That's what we're expecting as well.
Lord willing.
And hopefully through this climate change bullshit that they're talking about in Rome today, hopefully through that discussion that they have, these high-level politicians, maybe the Karago may come in through that discussion that they're going to have.
But didn't they say in the US that of November the 1st, they're going to start, it's mandatory that everybody has to take that thing? You heard about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Every state, it's different states.
I know in America, so I don't know where exactly, but I know that they said as the 1st of November.
Everybody has to take it.
Yes.
The V.
Yeah.
Because there's an
Where is this again? In America?
Anti-mandate. Saturday. Is Saturday gone? Hold on. Today's what? Saturday. Yeah. So there was a worldwide protest now.
Okay.
About this
Especially
thing.
Australia.
Yeah, worldwide, man. And over in New York, brother was going in. Sacramento brother was going in. His job's does his personal training, and it's kind of depleting. People are saying that if you ain't had the V, you know, you can't come into the house. My children ain't had it, so there's a because, and you can't go to restaurants, you can't go to cinemas and all that unless you got the V. That's already happening over there in New York. Over there in New York.
That's what it really
and
is.
the police, yeah, go on.
I was going to say that's what it really is. It's not that they actually saying that everyone must take it, but because you can't go to certain.
Yeah, that's
okay. That's the one. Yeah.
If you don't take it, you're not going to do. So they're basically people are already getting knocked out of restaurants and everything else. So therefore, you're really coercing. It's coercion.
Yeah.
And more or less, you know, blackmail.
Yeah, the protests, from what I gathered, anyway, but I know there was a big worldwide thing. It might be today, but I think it's been happening throughout the week, and they went outside Governor Cuomo's house. It got that bad. They actually all rallied around outside his house. Man. They're really that badly against it, and it's sedition. So that's sedition.
Yeah. But you know, you remind me of when you say that, because I was reading this article about the UAE, the United Emirates. Right, the United Arab Emirates. They was talking about that too, and how they're going to prohibit people from entering to public facilities, you know, religious sites and all of that. If you don't have the you know what, so that America's going to start doing the same thing.
That's the point, isn't it? Because what they really want is the uprising. They want the sedition. That's the main goal.
So they have an excuse to come down.
Exactly.
That's the Hegelian dialectic, all the way up KO2. Whether they want it or not, it's going to happen. Second Ezra 16 is going to come to pass. And all of these precepts that support the idea of people rising up against their government, or the government rising up against the people.
If I may say, it's like Esau's planning to get you with one of two shots, either the serpent's juice or a literal bullet. That's what he's looking to take you out.
And as he was going in, he was saying that a lot of these seditions are going to be led by like prominent people, like the police officers, some heads in the police officers, heads of the firemen, doctors, mentioned
the military too.
Doctors, you got nurses, they're going to be the heads. Some of them are going to be the heads leaders in the sedition, man. That's how bad it's getting over there in New York.
You see?
Yeah, over there in New York, Apostle Tahar said that like 3 weeks ago. The school teachers saw, you know, these like vendors of the jab, and they totally smashed it up. They smashed it up. You know those mobile ones where they come out?
The pop-ups.
Yeah, like pop-up and all that stuff. And school teachers went there and just smashed the whole thing up, and other people started joining in. So it's you know.
And school teachers,
School teachers, man.
It's like they're honestly through. I mean, anyone that thinks that these devils honestly believe that they're going to get everyone to take the circumstances, they know that there's going to be
That's why Joe Biden, he said he wants to see 97 or 98% of the public vaccinated. But they know everybody's not going to get the vaccine. There's going to be certain people that's going to be against it, that's it against it, and they're going to rise up. That's going to be, again, it's all denoted to the downfall of the system, because somebody can get me Mark 3 and 23. Because see, when you have people doing the seditions against, let me correct what I'm saying here. When you have people sediting against their government, what is that really showing? That there's no unity there. There's a dividing seat there. So what did Yahawah say when he gave the parable to the Pharisees? Why callest thou me Satan? If Satan be divided against himself, how can his house stand? You know, so Yahawah was playing with them when he said that. But that's also, we can apply that parable today, because people that once upon a time supported their government, was headstrong of their government, they're gonna wind up sediting against their government. And that's what you call a crumble of an empire, when people rise up against their government, or their government rises up against them. So this place is done. You know, this place is through, man. It's finished.
So that's it, you that again, both show one more time.
from 11.
Yeah.